Hello everyone, I'm back at the Cinemark Egyptian Theater once again, and this time it's to see the third movie in the Venom trilogy, titled Venom: The Last Dance, starring Tom Hardy. As usual, I'll be starting off with a merch search, looking for Venom-related merchandise, and then I'll proceed to a Venom: The Last Dance review. So let's get that merch search started right now. So let's start off with a Funko Pop found at Target. Here's an Eddie Brock as Venom Funko Pop. Apparently a Target exclusive as well. And here's some more toys at Target. This is a set of little die-cast figurines, Spider-Man related, but you'll see it does include Venom, as well as a few other symbiotes. Okay, and here's another set of Gujitsu toys that includes a Venom. There you see right there. I think they're kind of like Stretch Armstrong, if I'm not mistaken. And then here's a Lego set. It's a Venom mech that you can build. And speaking of Lego, here is a Lego Christmas Spider-Man Advent Calendar, which also features a Lego minifig of Venom. Also at the Target, in the menswear section, here was a t-shirt featuring Spider-Man facing off against Venom. I think that's some Todd McFarlane art there. Could be wrong, but I think so. Here at a Books A Million was a book about the philosophy of Venom. And there's the back cover for you if you want to see that. Also at the Books A Million was this wall calendar of Marvel Heroes vs. Villains. And when you take a look at the back of it, you'll see that Venom is featured in the calendar not once, but twice. First here fighting Carnage in January. And over here, you see Venom fighting Ghost Rider. And here's a Venom graphic novel at a Barnes & Noble. And here's the back cover of that. Some pretty cool artwork of Venom on the back. Okay, and here at a Five Below was this little RC flip car. It had Spider-Man on one side, and on the other side, Venom.
The time has come. Begin the review now.
Bane? What are you doing here?
I have come to remind you to begin the review of my movie.
But I'm not reviewing your movie today.
What? They told me you were reviewing a movie starring Tom Hardy as a famous comic book supervillain, the third in a trilogy.
Oh, well, I see how that might have confused you. No, actually, I'm reviewing a Venom movie today.
Venom? Ah, so you think that Venom is your ally, do you? Well, you merely adopted Venom. I was born in it.
Wait, what? What does that even mean?
I don't know. Sometimes I just say things.
Okay, then, well, why don't I just let you get back to trying to destroy Gotham City
I will.
while I get back to my review of Venom: The Last Dance. By the way, if you like what you see and would like to help this channel to grow, then go and click that subscribe button. It'll sure help me out a lot, and it might just brighten your day a little too. And now, on with the show. Venom: The Last Dance is the third and reportedly last film in the Venom series that follows the popular Spider-Man villain in an alternate universe in which there is no Spider-Man and Venom is the hero, or at least the anti-hero. Venom is a member of an alien race called symbiotes. In their natural form, they appear as a shapeless mass of goo. To survive on Earth, they must bond themselves to a compatible human host. Venom's host is an investigative reporter named Eddie Brock. The movie picks up where we last saw Eddie and Venom. in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or MCU. While arguing drunkenly with a bartender about the nature of aliens, they are suddenly sucked through a portal back into their own universe. They find themselves in a bar in Mexico. There, Eddie sees a news report on television indicating that a manhunt is underway and the police are looking for him. It seems that Eddie is a suspect in some murders that occurred back in San Francisco. Knowing that he can't return home, Eddie comes up with a plan to go to New York City. He has a contact there that he has some dirt on. He can use it to blackmail his contact into hiding him until he can prove his innocence. Plus, Venom wants to see the Statue of Liberty. The problem is that Eddie and Venom are flat broke. So Venom comes up with a plan to hitch a ride on a commercial airliner to New York by using his powers to cling to the outside of the plane. While Eddie and Venom are in transit, an enormous creature leaps onto the plane and attacks Venom. Recognizing the creature, Venom chooses to jump off the plane rather than fight. Venom forms a makeshift parachute with his powers to float Eddie safely to the ground. They escape the creature for now, but are stranded in the desert. Venom takes this time to explain to Eddie about the creature. It's called a xenophage, and it was bred by Null, a creepy but immensely powerful alien bent on the destruction of the universe. According to Marvel lore, Null created the symbiotes, of which Venom is one, but they turned against him when they learned about goodness from the hosts they were meant to corrupt and destroy. They imprisoned him on an alien planet, so Null created xenophages to destroy them. The only way Null can escape this prison is with the use of something called a codex. A codex is formed in a symbiote's DNA if the symbiote restores its host organism to life after a fatal injury. Venom did this for Eddie in the first movie. The appearance of the xenophage now means that Null has learned that Venom now carries a codex in his DNA, and that means more xenophages will be coming. Meanwhile, government researchers have discovered an asteroid that has fallen to Earth carrying more symbiotes with it. The researchers have collected these symbiotes and taken them back to Area 51. Through their experiments and interrogation, they have learned about the symbiotes, Null, Venom, and the codex he carries. They dispatch a team on a mission to capture or kill Venom so that they can destroy the codex and save humanity from the threat of Null. Now lost in the desert with the cops, government agents, and horrific alien creatures after them, Eddie and Venom must keep running to stay one step ahead of their pursuers if they want to stay alive. The first Venom movie became a surprise hit with audiences with its unique take on the relationship between the symbiote Venom and his human host Eddie Brock, treating them like a comedy duo in a buddy comedy action flick. Tom Hardy impressed audiences then, pulling double duty playing both halves of the duo as both Eddie and the voice of Venom. Tom Hardy continues to bring that same skill to the dual role in The Last Dance, making him the best part of the movie. The Last Dance also delivers on the action and spectacle you would expect from a big summer blockbuster, despite coming out in the fall. But beyond that, the film begins to falter due to its troubles with tone. The movie shifts tones frequently, and its disparate tones don't seem to mesh very well. The movie never quite gels into a cohesive whole. Watching it feels like seeing 3 different movies thrown together into one. One movie is a buddy comedy about the mishaps of 2 best friends on the lam as they try to make it across the country without any money. Another movie is a Spielbergian alien invasion movie about scientists and military personnel who discover aliens on Earth and try to determine if they can trust them. And yet another movie is a horror film about a powerful and malevolent alien being who summons grotesque monsters to Earth to find an artifact that can free him from his otherworldly bonds and allow him to unleash devastation upon the Earth. Think of it as if someone stitched together the movies Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Hellraiser into one film. The tones are wildly different. The movie undermines its own strengths as a result. Its inconsistencies make it hard to give this movie one review, so instead I will give it 3 reviews. As a buddy comedy, I like it a lot. It's a lot of silly fun, anchored by Tom Hardy's great performance. Hardy seems to have great chemistry with himself. As an alien invasion movie, I will give it an A for effort. I see the tropes it's going for, and I can feel when it's trying to invoke a sense of wonder or pull on the heartstrings, but it doesn't quite pull it off in the execution. As a horror movie, it's hard to say. I'm not a fan of horror, so I found the horror elements unwelcomely excessive in their creepiness. However, I also suspect that true horror fans would find that there weren't enough of these horror elements throughout the runtime to really satisfy them. I recommend Venom: The Last Dance for those who are fans of Tom Hardy's version of Venom specifically. He remains consistently entertaining in this dual role. For everyone else, take a look at the trailer and judge for yourself. If it looks like fun and you're not too bothered by an inconsistent tone, then maybe Venom: The Last Dance is your jam.